EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Sweeney dancing. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Keely Ringo getting home from his spot in the secondary. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? It was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Completes it to Perry. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready, set. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. Go.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Ready.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll run on 1st down. Curry, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Saints defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back to throw. Sweeney. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Saints at 11-3 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Here we go.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
70. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right, Olave. And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pre-game meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this 1st half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. They'll get this out to Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Off play action. Sweeney. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Great.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Curry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
Back to throw. Sweeney. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Got it. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now 2nd and 5. Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, Hurts. Still going inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Hurts sets up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Street! Street!
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Go!
To throw on 2nd down, Sweeney. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Go!
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On first and 10, Sweeney finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
That's the score. Saints 24, Eagles nothing. Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line.
And my goodness, another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now this throw caught left side and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there, and a New Orleans first down.
Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Ready, set.
Second and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hook.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Go.
They'll look to throw again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. Sweeney. They'll roll him out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make the play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it, ends up getting the ball stripped.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And a big one is here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. The man in motion is Brown. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Go.
Looking to throw, Sweeney. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 76 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Big Lion. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Let go.
Kamara up the middle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
63.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Hey, let's go.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Hey, 73.
2nd down, here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Phil King.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Hey, 73.
Here's Hurts to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Curry. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24.
Miami.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Come on, set.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sweeney. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
19 Lions. Mustang 19. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sweeney. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Ready.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
Let's
tick,
go now.
tick.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Sweeney. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Great.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He finds his man, complete. That's Curry. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That is caught, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Great. Hey, Silver.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
Score Saints 30, Eagles 8.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced